Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? All right, well, welcome to the podcast. Welcome. I want to say thank you before we start to actually making this happen. I know you're more talk than no, I'm just playing. You're more talk than anything. No, I actually am glad that we waited this long to do it because I've had time to improve everything on the podcast, get better at I guess just talking in front of the camera and in general. Not that I'm good at it or anything, but I'm a lot better than I was a year ago, I guess. And we've been talking about this for definitely
dude, this has been a long time in the making.
That length. I know it has. How's life? How's life for you right now?
Life's good. Life is hectic right now.
Hectic in a good way?
Yeah. We're especially this week is peak busyness for us.
Yeah.
We got work going on. Our youngest daughter's sick.
Okay.
And then middle daughter is in soccer and 2 dance classes. And our oldest, it's her first week of basketball and last week of soccer.
Dang,
so she has 5 practices this week.
How many kids do you have right now?
I have 3 kids, 3 daughters.
Is that the cap?
Dude, I think so. We're too old. I'm getting too old for this. Yeah.
You're
I'm 36. Okay. Wife just turned 38. I feel like that's too old to be pumping out more kids.
Bruh. My uncle just had another kid and he's in his 40s. So I think he's at 5 at the recount. I think he's at 5 now.
Yeah.
I think that's an ideal amount. I kind of want 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah. I think having kids is one of my bigger goals in life. Not a goal, but I think it gives you a lot of purpose if you have kids.
100%.
Yeah.
Having kids was the single greatest thing I will ever do in this life.
Yeah. Do you think that was it always like that for you? Were you always I want kids?
Yeah. Really? I was always from an early age I remember in high school being yep, I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want that American dream.
Yeah, I feel like you booked. Okay, but you had gauges.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had gauges at one point. I had a lip ring at one point.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
So so when I see someone with gauges, I don't think that they want to live the American dream. I don't know. So I guess it's just a stereotype that I was maybe wrong about. I don't know. But I think what's something I guess I have a question that I'm trying to figure out how to articulate. Maybe how do you what's something you think maybe high schoolers or young, maybe boys specifically, need to do maybe in order to grow up? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out maybe a more specific way to ask that, but that's the question that came into my head. Because from there, obviously you high school boys are high school boys, and then I was that way. I had blonde hair in high school.
You did?
I had bleached titanium blonde hair. I'll have to show you a picture. Jamie,
I love it. Yeah, Jamie, where you at?
Where'd you go?
I had highlights in my hair at one point. I had frosted tips back in the day.
Dude,
frosted tips, puka shell necklace.
Yeah, I had that too. I let it grow out. So I did the entire head. And then it was it was so bad. I had told people that I lost a bet. They were I'm so serious. They'd be why'd you do that? I'm I lost a bet.
Dude, the worst decision ever.
I know. And I'll put photos up of myself. I don't know if I'll be able to find some of you. I think there's actually one. I know where to get it. Of you with gauges. Of you with gauges.
Yeah, for sure. If you go back on my Instagram or Facebook, you're going to find that.
Oh, okay. Good.
I still have gauges in my wedding photos.
Seriously?
Yeah, I only took those out. It was, I want to say, on my 30th birthday, I took them out.
Okay.
I was it's time to grow
So
up.
30 is the
dude, I went on this whole thing. So when I turned 29, I was okay, I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I want to have long hair. I only ever made it to the shaggy stage and got rid of it all. I want to try it out before, I lose my hair and I can't do it.
Yeah.
And so from 29 until 30, I grew it all out. And then I think it was a day after my 30th birthday, cut it all off. Yeah. Took out the gauges. Man. It's all right, man.
Was that a realization you think that needed to happen, and why?
No, I think it was just my own.
You didn't want to be in your 30s, trying to be something you're not, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, that phase of life had ended. I guess.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of done with it.
Right. I don't think I would dye my hair now. I mean, that was a one-time thing, honestly. Like it came and went, and I was honestly like I needed to go through that in order to become who I was today. And I think there are some things even now that I'll look back on and be like, why did I do that? Like we were just talking about, like absolutely. With the podcast, like doing it last year, it looks nothing like how it does now, which in a good way, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think, it was ridiculous. But so when did you start Dutch?
I started in January 2009. So I'm just about to hit 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
As the kids would call Unk.
Dude, I know. Unk, man. I was 19 at the time when I started.
Really? Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's been a journey.
Yeah. How long were you like a barista for?
I was a barista for probably a little under 2 years.
So I was 19, obviously, too. But there's a lot of like older, not just at Dutch Bros. I think Dutch is actually not a place where you'd find older people working there. You know what I mean? Dutch is like one of those companies that like hires younger people exclusively.
Totally.
Or like tries to.
I'm the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Out here.
And you're like 35, so you probably feel it even like more than any other company. I think. Yeah. So I used to work at Fred Meyer's, and there were like 60. No, bro, not nice. This was.
It's a great company.
Like, yeah. Okay, it's a good company. But there were like 60-year-olds, like 50 to 60-year-olds. Majority of the workers getting paid the same as me.
Yeah.
And so I guess maybe thinking about that, it's like what kind of happened in their life that made them kind of stick with this job. Maybe comfort, like comfort kills in a way, you know, or maybe they just kind of were coasting, you know, like.
I think comfort leads to complacency.
Yeah.
You get really comfortable and all of a sudden you start just kind of being complacent. You're not progressing anywhere. And if you're not progressing, are you stagnant or are you going backwards?
Right.
I think maybe some of that, the older generation is a bit more of the time frame where it's like get into a company, stay there for a long time, climb the ladder, retire good. Or, they started in the day where you could have a job like that and you could afford a home. You could have kids, your wife could stay at home. Like you could do all of that and be fine.
No, definitely.
It ain't like that anymore.
I think this generation does work hard, but at the same time, there are different problems at hand. I think like you're talking about with the, able to buy a house, like just the economy in general, and maybe even opportunities and like what's going on in the world, because social media is kind of like, I don't know, had a big positive and negative impact on everything.
It's like an interesting beast what it is.
It's making like this generation emerge into adulthood later in life too.
Yeah. I think kind of almost both maybe.
Okay.
Like I think you have some people that they're stuck in the social media world or I feel like maybe it makes me sound dated, but or people are like, well, they just, stay in their parents' basement and play video games and they're not growing up and that kind of stuff. Like there is some truth to that for sure.
Oh yeah.
But then I also see the other side. Like my oldest daughter's 11.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just terrified of the teenage.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Era
yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah.
And I see so many girls her age or slightly older that they're acting like they're in high school already. Like they've lost their the childlike, fun that they have, and it's like social media. Be consumed with that, and what's your presence like? Or do you like? It's like no, dude.
Like once you get caught up in that wave, it's hard to get out of the current.
Totally.
That's with my brother. So my brother just started high school.
Okay.
And it's like he acts like maybe more nonchalant. Like you know what I mean? Like he's like I don't really care.
They're worried about their image way too young.
Yeah, because of social media too. Because you're
totally.
That's what if you don't have social media, you're probably gonna be like criticized even for that. You're like, oh, you're one of those people. What? Okay.
Right.
You're not cool.
You're the weird kid.
Did you see what I sent you? Did you see that thing on Instagram? Like that's kind of their whole thing is.
Yeah.
Did you see this? Did you see this? Like.
Yeah.
Like I don't think my generation will get consumed with TV news, but they'll get consumed with like TikTok news and like
Totally.
headlines, right?
Totally. Well, I mean, the TV media, they've shot themselves in the foot. They're done.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a sinking ship. But
I
yeah,
know.
you know, for my time frame, it was we'd come home and, you know, turn on TRL after school.
What's that?
Total Request Live is on MTV.
Okay.
So it was
Maybe
like
my
it
mom
was,
knows what that
it was
is.
music videos.
Okay.
And you'd come home and you'd watch like the top 10 countdown and you'd watch all the cool music videos, and it was like the heyday of MTV, which they just shut down MTV.
Were you a big MTV guy?
It was like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
If
okay,
you
yeah,
were
yeah.
if you were that
know what you
age,
mean.
it was a cultural thing because there was only so many things. Where I feel like
Right.
now with social media, the bandwidth of possible things to be into or that can play into the cultural like zeitgeist is so broad now that
Yeah.
it wasn't back then because
Yeah.
social media wasn't around.
Oh, for sure.
So like everybody knew what was
Yeah.
cool, what was in. Did you catch that on TV?
Because
You
it
know,
was all in one source being provided.
yeah,
to you.
it was only one source.
Yeah,
You didn't
but
have
now
all these
there's-
different things to
There's
pay
so many
attention
different
to.
platforms. Like I'd see like MTV as a platform almost because they're a
Right.
whole freaking like I understand how big they are. Like
Well,
they
they just shut down.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
They just shut down.
After
Yeah,
like
like overseas,
45
right?
years or
Where
something.
in Europe or something like that, right? They're starting in Europe and then they're like moving
okay.
to America's like next or whatever. And
Dude.
so it's like that's crazy.
It's wild.
It's kind of scary, right?
It's wild.
You're like, what? That was like my whole thing right there.
Yeah, Rob Dyrdek
Now
just
what?
rode that into the ground.
Do you have TikTok?
No, I had it when it first came out for a little bit. What is this thing? And same thing with like Snapchat. I
Yeah.
made an account when it first came out. Never did anything. I was like, cool, delete
Yeah,
that.
okay,
Done
same.
with that.
Yeah, you're I follow you on Instagram and the social media presence is minimal. But I mean, I'll see something here and there. Maybe it's family
Yeah,
posting.
yeah.
It's like-
I'm like a fly on the wall in social media.
Yeah.
I'm too busy for that. If I'm looking to just like turn off the brain for a bit, you know, it's late at night. If I'm like hopping in bed, usually I'm reading a book. But if I do want to be on my phone,
Yeah.
I'm watching like YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube is also some people are saying it's kind of dying.
Really?
Yeah. So I was having this like debate with my mom about it, and like I'm
Yeah.
kind of coming to my senses about it a little bit too, because so a lot of I look at the analytics, right? So I get better views on YouTube, which is interesting, than TikTok or like.
Really?
I haven't tested Instagram yet because I'm not fully there. I haven't had enough data to
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
But YouTube, I get the most like plays, the most watches and clicks, and it's like the majority of my audience is like middle-aged white women.
Well,
And-
you know, maybe the mom's got a thing for you.
I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, they go everywhere. It's just YouTube performs the best. But like,
YouTube's
so
great.
my mom was saying that YouTube is dying, and I guess when I was arguing with her, like, it made sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just like it's kind of going away from this generation. This generation, my brother's generation, maybe your kids' generation is like they're not going to be on YouTube as much. This is going to be a TikTok. So like when you search up a video,
yeah, probably.
like we're gonna like, oh, did you see that thing? And then you search it up to show me, and it's on YouTube.
Mhm.
Everyone in the stand at Dutch Bros, the one I work at least that one, that are my age will search it on TikTok. Like,
See,
have you
I
seen that video? And they searched it on TikTok to show me.
Don't
I'm like,
comprehend that.
how are you looking? How are you gonna know you're finding the right video?
My wife sends me like Instagram reels all the time.
I love reels.
They're
See,
and they're
Instagram
great.
Reels-
It's we're very much like your cliche married couple that's like, oh, you know, take a
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
And there'll be some that I'm like, babe, you know that one's AI, right? Wait, what? Like she sent me two the other day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
those are. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Dude.
I hate to break your heart, but
No,
those are
yeah.
AI.
So I've been fooled. I've been fooled recently. The first time I was like,
Yeah.
the first time I thought something was real and it was AI. I know I'm gonna get fooled when I'm older. Like,
Oh, totally.
it's over. Like, so this is kind of interesting. So you know how I do the Bob Ross thing where I dress up as Bob
Yeah.
Ross and I like paint something,
Fantastic.
right?
Love it.
Thank you, appreciate it. I've gotten like it's a pretty positive. I've gotten a pretty positive like reaction from the people around me from it, and that's what's like kind of. It's like, okay, this might be something. You know, when you're like a miner, right, and then you strike like a vein, and that's like I think I'm on
Yeah.
a vein, right?
Yeah.
And so I was on TikTok, and
Okay.
I see AI doing exactly what I'm doing, but it's Bob Ross himself, and I'm like,
Come on.
just like a buzzkill. I'm like, are
Yeah.
you serious? Like this was my whole it was him painting and saying like ridiculous things while painting it. And I'm like, it's just such a buzzkill. And I was like, are you serious? So I had to lock in and like rethink the structure of it. I'm going to use it I'm going to use it as a tool to kind of progress it a little bit. So I'm kind of like, it probably doesn't like mean much to anyone else, but I think it's going to change the way I go about the Bob Ross videos.
Yeah.
Because I want to make it as best as it can be. And I'm seeing like it literally being done by Bob Ross himself. And I'm like,
but I don't feel like people will cling to that. It might get some clicks and views, and I definitely watch some funny AI like YouTube shorts, but there's no authenticity in it.
That's right. Yeah.
Like
It
that
can't
needs to
create
be
art,
there.
right?
Yeah. Like someday soon there'll be a full-length featured film that is
for
AI,
sure.
and I hope it bombs. I don't want that to take place. Like there's no heart and soul into that.
Right. I think what makes it special is the imperfections to it. You know? I mean, it's good if you can use it as a tool, and it's been a revolutionary idea. I think we're running out of like revolutionary ideas too. Like new things, like new ideas brought to the table. Like, let me figure out a way to explain it. Like the iPhone, we're not gonna have like that was like what is this?
Totally game changer,
right? So I don't think that there's very many things out there that we could create like that. You know what I mean? Or at least it's gonna be harder to. I was watching the Founder. Have you seen that one with Michael Keaton?
Oh yeah, about McDonald's.
Yeah, and like they revolutionized the game with restaurants when they're in the tennis court drawing up their like, okay, how do we make the most efficient kitchen?
Totally.
Like that like changed the whole game, right?
Great.
The iPhone, same example. I think that there are like less and less of that happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, what more can other than expanding on other ideas, like
everything now is just refining stuff.
Yeah, like sequels, right? It's like with movies in Hollywood.
Yeah, like where's the creativity?
I know. Yeah, exactly.
We were supposed to have flying cars and stuff by now,
right? To go back to like the emerging into adulthood later, it's like I think it has something to do with it. It's not the whole problem, but I think it definitely kind of sets people back, or it can, because I think people are more prone to. It's like a new addiction, Like, obviously, there is plenty of addictions throughout all of, civilization. Growing up, people have something to deal with. I think this is just another thing that you could be addicted to, and a lot of people fell for it. You know what I mean? And like they're just kind of sucked into it. Obviously, there's a degree to what, how addicted you are to it. Maybe that's the playing video games in your mom's basement for your whole life, or like you're just on TikTok all day. Like I've had the days where I've had the day off. I had nothing to do. And I would just watch TikTok for like 6 hours. And I needed that realization to be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
what was the feeling after that?
Dude,
you get done, 6 hours.
Real.
Like, you get done. How are you feeling afterwards?
Gosh, man, I don't know. I don't. The entire day just kind of.
Like it's a waste.
It's such a waste. It's like you feel gross. It's kind of like. It's like, it's really heavy. Like, do you know what post-nut clarity is? It's like really strong, really, really strong. You're like, what? At first it seems like a great idea. When you open TikTok, you're like, this is it, right? I'm so excited. But getting off of it is like
the fog lifts and reality sets in.
Are you serious right now? Like, you just feel disgusting with yourself. Yeah, that's a good example. It's just post-nut clarity. Post-talk clarity, post-TikTok clarity.
All of a sudden, your senses come back to you.
Yeah, but not real. I have to go for a walk or something. Like,
I gotta shake this, man.
Yeah, I know. Take a shower, do anything I can. It's tough. But then I have like a question that comes up, and I gotta ask Chat. Do you talk to ChatGPT?
I do. I try not to often, but I do. Like yesterday, I was working on my truck, and I had to. I had to pull up old
in a good case
Chat
of where it's
GPT. Yeah, I'm like, hey, help me out with this.
And it's like I find myself using it a lot, and some people shit on me for it, but other others kind of know the game. They're like, all
Yeah.
right, like if you're doing it for good, cool, keep it at that. But like, there's this new, I think, program that they're using that's going to allow it to be more, you're able to kind of be more adult. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what the word they used is adult.
Okay. Break that down for me. 'Cause
And
I'm not
it kind of
following
makes
along.
you, yeah, well, it makes you think like, okay, you're allowed to be sexual with AI. Like this chat, you could text ChatGPT some like weird stuff, and it will be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and like kind of give it back to
That's
you.
some
Because right
weird-
now, I don't think it's allowed to do that. I think it's like it'll
Right.
report, it'll be like try again later or something like that.
It's like, hey, you're
And
added
it-
to a database.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so you
exactly.
know. You're on
Yeah,
a watch
yeah.
list now.
They're, all right, let's check this, keep an eye on that guy.
No, I do feel like the time I feel like I went onto a database
Yeah.
with ChatGPT
Uh-huh.
on accident.
Yeah.
We were when it like first kind of came out. You know, you can put in photos.
Yeah,
And okay, make it look. You know, give me like
Right.
Pixar animation for this. And so we were doing some funny ones with our kids. And I had
Yeah.
a picture of my two daughters like taking a bath, and I
Yeah.
put it in there to do like a
Yeah.
cartoon one, and it flagging is like,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
we
yeah,
can't
no,
do
you
this,
weirdo.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And
Who are those kids in this
Dude, I
picture?
know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, the FBI is watching me now.
You're done for.
But
dude.
it explained, it's like, you know, we get this is, you know, a common thing that parents want to do, and comes
It
from a good
explained this
spot.
to you?
Yeah, and it like broke it down, like it like let me down
Lecturing
easy
you,
as to
like,
why it
hey,
couldn't.
listen here, kid.
Yeah, it's like you're okay,
y-
but
y-
if you get a knock at 3 a.m.
Did you ask it like was this okay? Am I in trouble? Did you ask it that?
no, I just stopped. I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm done for the night with that.
Yeah, no. I think there are some that will do it for you, but ChatGPT is one that's kind of restricted. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most. It seems like the most accessible one.
Right.
So I think that's honestly a good thing. We should probably keep it at that for the weirdos out there.
Totally.
But yeah, I don't
promise mine came from
Yeah, no, it was good. You're you're
Good
a positive
intentions.
oriented person. You're good. What's something that drives you kind of insane about this generation? I guess
oh god.
if there's anything, I don't know.
Yeah.
If there is,
No, I mean, everybody has a certain feeling or outlook on the generation behind them or the
Yeah.
generation ahead of them. So I don't know, man. I think the younger generation. So you're what, Gen Z, right?
yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, you're Gen Z. My kids are Gen Alpha. I think is
Oh,
what
that's
the
cool.
new one's called.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude,
Wait, what are
Alpha's
you?
out
You're
there.
Gen. Are you a millennial?
I'm a millennial. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
For the longest time, I was denying it. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a millennial. That's BS. But when you look at the years, I think it starts in like 87 or 86 or something like that.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm like an older millennial. I guess.
I see.
Yeah.
So-
But for the new generation, what do I see with them?
Or even admire. If you want to say something you admire, to
Yeah,
stay positive.
I definitely think that I'm seeing some more like masculinity come back into it. Like
Yeah.
some of those
it was
those boys
going
are
away for a little
like,
bit, and it was kind of
yeah,
scaring me too.
like they're okay being a boy and,
Yeah.
and liking the stuff that they like.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool to see. I do like that, and it's a smart generation. You guys know what you're doing with all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but soon we might not.
Right. We'll just turn
Like-
all over to AI and let
Yeah,
them
well,
let
that-
them
yeah,
be the brain
yeah,
and
that-
do the thinking.
That might be. It could be the death of some people. Like just relying on. There's tons of memes about this. Like how the teacher asked me what my name was, and ChatGPT is down, and it's like, what does that mean? Like what?
yeah, what
and
is that?
yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe that's probably partially what I see with some of the younger generation is a lack of like self accountability and just like ownership
Yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff,
that's
good
good.
and
That's
bad.
good.
Like just taking ownership of that and not having 75 excuses
Mm-hmm.
as to why and sidestepping any responsibility for
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
wrongdoing.
I can see
Like,
that.
dude. Own it, man. Take
Totally.
ownership in that. Learn a lesson
Yeah.
from it.
There was to move on from the AI and all that talk. There's one there's slightly political question that I had for you
Yeah.
that I wanted to ask. I mean,
Okay.
it's okay. So,
Bring it on.
all right. So Charlie Kirk, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much you know about that or what you've seen or what you haven't. Do you think? So people are theorizing and speculating that there's more to it, like a foreign government or is like Israel did it, right? Or
Israel
someone
did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And all this stuff. Or do you think it's like cut and dry as it is?
Ooh, that's a good question, man. I am a full conspiracy.
I see. That's what I was
Theorist,
thinking about. I remember
for
you
sure.
telling me that. and I was like,
Love me a good
Yeah.
conspiracy. Yes.
so it's fun to explore these topics, right?
Oh,
and it's like,
totally.
okay, this is interesting because, I mean, it might be right. Like,
Yeah.
it's not for sure, but like, you know,
It's
it's
at least
good to,
fun to entertain those things. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
I don't think the moon is hollow, you know, but like,
the good
cool,
one.
I'll go on a thought exercise with
Oh
somebody.
yeah, for
about
sure.
it.
To think it all the way through, like we should have those speculations and like, okay,
Yeah.
what ifs and skepticism. I think that's something that a lot of people don't have now. Is I'll talk to people about certain things,
Totally.
and they don't have the skepticism to it. They'll just be like, oh, okay,
Well, they
that's what it
don't
is.
think about it for themselves. They
Yeah.
watch something that tells them what to think
Yeah,
or what to
yeah.
believe, and they're like, "Yep, sold."
Yep, yeah.
There's no. All right, well,
Yeah,
let me
what about this?
process that and see how I feel about it, not how
Seriously.
somebody else tells me to feel about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
With the Charlie Kirk stuff,
Like genuinely, what do you think? Like literally went down. Other than
so that's a really interesting one because there are so many examples in the past of nefarious things happening within
Yeah, I
our
see.
government and different agencies within them, that their hands are dirty in so many different ways
Yeah.
that it's hard to believe everything is as cut and dry.
For
But with that one, I don't know. Like it, you know, yes, he was starting to speak out against Israel and losing some donors in
Yeah.
that space.
Hmm.
You know, you got the weird old dude that stood up and was like, "It was me," blah blah blah.
Yeah, that
and
was-
then immediately afterwards, you know, what, in a couple days they start paving over
Mm-hmm.
that lawn and stuff. Like, why are we doing that?
Yeah.
That's a little weird. Was
Right.
that scheduled?
Yeah.
In advance? You think that an incident like that would
Yeah, there was like
warrant
the plane that
halt?
had went off, like they turned like their little radar thing off.
Yeah.
they went, you know, ghost mode. and it was
Yeah,
like, what-
and then you see, you know, the alleged text messages that read out
Yeah.
so terribly. Like,
Gosh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, but no kid that age wrote those messages.
yeah. Do
But
you think he had a trans girlfriend or a boyfriend?
I don't know, probably
Maybe, yeah. Do
Yeah.
you think he killed him?
that he took the shot.
Tyler Robinson? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so maybe it
Yeah.
could have been as cut and dry. There's a
It
good
could be
chance.
cut and
There's
dry,
a-
but there could have been. He very well could have been a patsy and set
Yeah,
up for
okay.
it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they had
kinda like
the-
a fall.
The FBI did the plot to assassinate that one, like, I think it was a congresswoman, and 10 out of the 12 dudes involved in it were FBI agents.
Wow.
And they just
Yeah, we just
set
really
up
don't
two
know.
dummies to take the fall for something.
Yeah, it's crazy how much we don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like,
So you have a lot of that. I do think that he probably took the shot. It's not that far or hard of a
No.
shot to take.
especially if he was like aiming for his chest or something like you know, right here,
Yeah.
and then it could have just, you know,
Yeah,
landed somewhere
he
on his
could have
neck.
been high, or, you know, depending on how he had his rifle sighted in, you know, because the bullet doesn't fly out straight; it goes up on an arc, and so you got to set your zero for a certain distance,
Oh wow.
and then based off of that yardage, it's going to go up and down. So with that rifle, it's probably like a 200-yard zero, and is probably what you'd put it at. So
Okay.
at 100 yards, it's going to fly high. At
This is so interesting.
300, it's going to fly low. So you're going to have to adjust for that. So if he were to place, you know, go for a headshot,
Yeah.
and it was sighted in maybe a shorter distance, it's gonna drop a little
Okay.
bit. And you don't even have
yeah.
to be a crazy
Makes sense.
proficient shooter to hit that.
Yeah,
But there's total human error that could have explained why.
for sure.
I don't think he was aiming for his neck by any
No,
means.
I don't think so either. I think some people are taking it too literally, like, oh, he aimed for his jugular. What the? How do you
Jugular?
jugular?
Yeah.
Yes, jugular.
His jugular? Yeah.
And hit it right then, like bullseye. Like he's probably aiming for
No.
somewhere.
Yeah,
right
probably
here.
a chest or a headshot.
And it was just slightly off, and which
Yeah.
I mean that checks out. I think he's definitely shot a gun before though. Like that's
totally.
yeah, for sure.
He's definitely shot a gun, but you don't have to, for that kind of shot that he took, you don't have to train crazy hard to do that. Like, that's not a challenging shot to take by
Yeah.
any means.
Yeah, I don't know like things about like where he got the gun or anything like that, but I just had the
There are weird stuff with that because they say, well, we found a screwdriver on the roof and he took it down. You're not taking down that rifle. Like you're gonna have to disassemble the barrel from the stock, and if you want to take off the scope, like there's gonna be some work that gets put into that, and you're not.
wasn't
gonna
it a
use...
collapsible?
No,
It wasn't?
It was supposed to be what was it? An old, allegedly an old like Mauser or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's not a collapsible rifle.
Interesting.
And
I heard somewhere that it was, and he was like he had it in his pants or something like that.
yeah, I saw one video
Yeah,
where
he's,
it looks like he's walking
he's
with
like
a stiff
crip walking
leg.
out there. It's-
But then when the video you see him come off the roof, I'm like, I didn't see a bag. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
There is some
I
stuff
saw that
that
video, too.
is
Could have been AI.
yeah. My
see,
spidey senses
now-
are tingling a little bit
Yeah,
on it.
just- okay, yeah.
But I think that he was probably the one that took a shot.
Yeah. I think it might have been as cut and dry as it is. I think there was weird timing with certain things, like with the Israel thing. Like Charlie had denied $150 million deal from
Yeah.
Netanyahu to promote Israel on his show or something like that, and then like the next few days rolled out, and then he got shot. Or like with the Ben Shapiro video, I think he was talking to Ben Shapiro, and he was like questioning it. He's like, should we even be like, we should question Israel to a degree. Like
Totally.
we should question this. And Ben Shapiro was like made a
Yeah,
funny
Ben
face,
Shapiro's
and then everyone's
like,
like, oh yeah, Ben got him killed.
Yeah.
And it was,
How dare you?
I don't know. And then okay, so what really kind of breaks my heart about this, how it's playing out, is how people are reacting to like Erica's reaction. Like, have you seen the people that are like, oh, she's a good actor or something like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've seen some of that stuff, and look, I don't think that anybody can predict how they're going to react through a tragedy like that.
right.
Like that's a tragedy. No matter what side of the aisle you sit on, man. Someone's life got taken publicly in front of people.
Yeah.
That's a horrible thing. A husband was taken away, a son was taken away, a father was taken away. Like that's a horrible, horrible tragedy. And you don't know how you're going to react, and to have to react so publicly is tough.
Especially because
And
she's not. I don't know if she's been in front of the camera that much or what.
she's spent some time in front of the camera for sure. But I mean, I watched her first address after everything happened, and that was crazy to watch.
Yeah, I think I had watched that one
moved
too.
Me,
Yeah.
that one got me good. I thought she
Yeah.
was very strong in that. I watched the memorial service.
Yeah.
And I haven't kept up on every single thing since.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's
It
you
it
can't,
just
if you do,
it's too consuming.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to keep a lot of that stuff at a distance
Yeah.
and not let it take control of you.
Yeah, there's definitely like I don't know. Everyone has their own way of going through it, but like, yeah, I definitely don't want to dwell on things like that. Like obviously, send them thoughts and prayers, and just take the time to think and hope for the best. But yeah, you shouldn't sink in it, because when that first had happened, I was watching that video. I watched that like 100 times. I was like, oh my gosh, like the video, like the actual video of it,
close up.
or what? I don't even know. It was some video of it. It might have been. It was pretty close, but
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was
there's videos from several different.
yeah,
angles.
it was man. Oh my gosh, I was like, I had seen some gore videos,
Yeah,
but that's like, whew, that was
Dude, that one affected me more than probably any other like real
Like a
gore video I've seen
okay, yeah,
before.
I see.
We've all probably have seen videos of death before, or
Yeah.
like Ukraine, Russia. We've seen videos of
Yeah.
that. Now
Yeah.
there's video footage in all wars, but that one just like
It's
it just hit me so differently.
because
It
that
messed me up.
the intentions behind it, right?
Yeah.
I think that had a lot to do with it, and
It's somebody that I had followed and had admired. I liked a lot of the stuff he had to say.
yeah,
Yeah, it just got me, man. And then anything to do with like kids, I have
it was on a
it
school too.
affects
like,
me so much. So like knowing his children lost a father,
Dude, yeah, that scene
that
of the,
that hits me much differently.
man, there's some edits of like him walking with his daughter and like
yeah, I dude,
oh my gosh.
I can't watch those,
It's a
man.
tearjerker for sure.
Yeah, I'm not one to cry, but that kind of stuff will tear me to pieces.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess for the people that really think that like Erica kind of maybe I've even seen some people say that she was a part of it, but I think
Yeah.
she is grounded in her faith enough to know that he's in the right place,
Yeah.
and that comforts her. So
Yes.
if anyone thinks that she's like not crying enough or like whatever they expect out of her, I think that's a good indicator. Is like she understands Charlie's faith and her own faith, and they know what they they know what they believe.
Yeah,
and that helps a
exactly.
lot for sure, I think.
Yeah.
So-
I totally agree. I think how strong both of their faith is helping her immensely right now get
Oh, yeah.
through this tough time.
For sure. But yeah, I just hate seeing that on so many people are posting about that. Like, oh my God, like she's a
Yeah.
part of this. And like, oh, she only
That's
had,
terrible.
yeah.
Whatever happened to the
Insane.
old saying of like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
I think about that all the time. I'm like,
Like that doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Now it's like if you have something heinous to say,
dude,
put
oh
it
my
on social
goodness.
media.
Yeah.
You'll get interactions with it.
Oh yeah. Cause it's like, they call it rage baiting a
yeah.
little bit. Like some people will do that to rage bait or to, or just to
That's
generally
terrible.
just be mean. I don't know. Some people are actually pretty ruthless. Like,
Yeah,
they'll say some stuff like that.
I'm sure there's a good amount of people
Dude,
that do believe that stuff, and
especially if you're on a screen, right? Like you're behind a screen with, and you have the option to go anonymous mode. Like you can have a random username, no profile picture,
totally.
like
Like keyboard
Yeah.
warrior,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
keyboard warrior,
Let me
yeah.
say horrible things that I
Dude,
wouldn't
I know.
dare saying to somebody's
I've
face.
had I've had people even on the clips. Like
Yeah.
I've had those videos that come up. Like it's interesting because I'll make videos on the like clips of the podcast
Mhm.
that are intended to be funny, I guess, or I'm joking about.
Yeah.
And I'll put it up, and people think I'm being serious, and they're like, "What are you like?" I think I was making this joke about it was white people making. I was joking about white people. This is like the whole thing. I was like coming from the other side.
You're
at
like, I'm making
myself,
fun of
right?
my own kind.
Exactly.
That's okay.
Exactly, dude. And I'm like, okay, if you're a white guy that like goes and uses emojis, I was making fun of this. I'm not being serious,
Yeah.
right? And you select the color of the emoji and you turn it to white, I was making fun of that. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Do we really need like why don't just use yellow, right? And everyone in the comments was like, oh, you fucking white savior. Like I'm like, dude, I'm not being serious. I just think it's ridiculous.
I'm joking around, man.
And that like it didn't get like a crazy amount of views, but like it got like, enough comments to where I'm looking, I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. This is insane. But yeah, so now I'm like ultra aware of like trying to make it even more obvious that it's a joke.
I mean,
I don't know.
like, yeah, don't read the comments. You
That's
know the
been-
deal, all that
Dude,
stuff.
I know I'm learning the hard way, but hey, it's
Yeah.
okay.
But
I
with
do-
with the Erica stuff and
yeah, go ahead.
and what's going on now too. Part of me also with the conspiracy side is like, all right, cool. What's the percentage of those that are bots that are just purely there
Oh.
to rage bait,
Yeah,
instigate, and draw a divide between people?
Interesting.
Because that in and of itself, that's not
That's really
That's
interesting.
not a conspiracy.
That's
The
a-
bots
that's
and bot
interesting.
farms are absolutely real.
Mm-hmm.
Every country is involved in doing it. We do it. Like that's a massive piece, and it's infiltrated
Yeah.
in every aspect of
totally.
social media. So half the time, like you might be getting your blood pressure worked up and arguing
Right.
with a bot, man.
Yeah, that's true. Which is like ChatGPT basically.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you've tried to debate with ChatGPT. That's another subject.
No, I've never gotten an argument. I'm very polite to chat GPT.
Oh,
they give me info. I'm like,
you're
thank you.
scared of what it's going to become, and you wanted to recognize.
Dude, I'm
you
trying
as
to
a
get my
friend.
foot in the door now. Yeah.
Yeah, but so when it does that with the with like let's say like the bot farming,
Yeah.
that's the first I've heard of that. That's interesting.
It's real.
So, it will affect other people's opinions too, because you
100%.
it's one of the first things you do. Open the comments,
Yeah.
and like it could be a top comment, and you're like, oh, that makes sense, and you like it, and you move on with your day without any looking into. It's just a very quick, you know what I mean? Like you see the headline type thing, and you run with it. That's
Mhm.
I think the skepticism that a lot of people lack
Yeah.
maybe not even in my generation, just in general. Like a lot of people will lack
The
that.
skepticism we have now when we watch a video and we're like, okay, is that AI? I'm looking for
Yeah, yeah.
indicators. We should have that same skepticism with everything we're seeing on social media.
sure. Oh,
Everything
yeah.
we're reading, the comment section, the articles, all of that stuff. Who knows where it's coming from? If
Yeah.
it's real, how fabricated it is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I
we don't know
totally
that
agree with
stuff.
that. I totally agree with that. But yeah, people are ruthless in the comments, and I've learned to stay away from it.
Yeah, how's
But,
that been now that
um,
you've put yourself out there in in the public eye?
It's been more positive than negative.
Good.
Which is a good thing. And
Do you
it's been-
spin out when you read negative ones?
I don't spin out. I really I understand what's happening, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it genuinely bounces off, my back, and I'm like, whatever. And I move on because I know how to do the constructive criticism thing, so I kind of almost hear them out. I'm like, okay, maybe they have a point here that they're trying to make, that they're just upset that I maybe wasted their time in their eyes. So
Yeah.
like, how could I improve? And I know how to keep that relationship non-toxic,
Okay.
because I think that can go in a negative direction. But if I
For
stay,
sure.
I think just level-headed with it, I think it can help me more than anything. Unless they're just being straight up mean. Like some guy was like, just put the camera away, bro. And I was like, all right, I can't do much off of that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's hey, kill yourself. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah, it's
man.
like, all right,
okay, calm
yeah,
down.
Yeah, that was the first. What I just said. It was the first hate comment I had gotten. I won't forget
Just
it.
put,
I will
put
not
the
forget
camera
it.
down.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god. But it's almost not inspiring, but like motivational to have these hate comments, because I'm like, okay, like the last hate comment I got was, not everyone needs a podcast, and which is valid, but like I think
there are a lot of them, but
yeah, no,
whatever.
for sure. There's also a lot of movies, and there's a lot of books, and there's a lot of there's a lot of
Do your
everything,
thing, man.
like if this one if this one bothers you, then I mean, you turn around, there's a whole world for you to explore. Like, what's the point in wasting your time in
Right.
letting me know that? I guess there has been a lot of
Yeah.
positive comments though, and positive messages. I've only had good things in person. Like, no one's ever said anything negative to me in person, so that's how I know.
'Cause they're
If it was like,
different.
okay, don't do that in person, that's a whole different conversation, because you're actually talking to me.
Yeah,
Like,
somebody sought you out and was like, "Hey, man,
yeah,
I need
like,
to tell
hey,
you,
this is
put your camera down." Okay.
yeah, yeah. That would
It's
kill me, dude. That would absolutely kill me.
I mean, it would
But-
be hard to let that one bounce off.
Yeah,
you.
I
You'd
would
be
think
like,
about that
oh,
for
man,
a long
I need
time.
to think about
yeah,
that.
I'm like, oh, okay, maybe you got a point here.
Yeah.
But sometimes, well, my mom is like my biggest hater. Like, so she
Really?
she will give me the biggest criticisms, but out of pure heart. Like, she wants to see me succeed. So
Right.
she gives me very like tough love a lot of the time. Especially like from high school and up. It used to be like she was like kind of motherly love before then, and then it was like pretty hardcore transition of like, all right, you need to get your shit together, bro. Like, you need to.
Okay.
She's a hard worker herself,
Yeah.
so I see what she's like. I see what she is getting at, and I have patience when she lashes out on me. Is like, oh, you need to do this. You got to do this. Like, so I completely understand, and it helps me with the hate comments, having my mom as my biggest hater. But that's why I love her too. At the same time, I'm like, all right,
Totally.
it's good. I'm glad that you're being honest with me.
Yeah.
I'd rather you be honest than
the doting mother who like you can do
Oh,
no
yes,
wrong in their
yes,
eyes.
you
And you're
can
like,
do
dude, you're
anything you want.
creating a
I'm like,
delusional child.
Exactly,
Don't do that.
exactly. And it's interesting too, because delusion is something that I kind of need in some sense to do this and make it happen.
Yeah, I think you need a little
kind
bit of it. Yeah.
Right. It's a interesting kind of balancing act to try to like puzzle together how to have delusion, but also know when too far, or when you're going too far, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many. I assume that like the job that you have is pretty like time consuming, and you work hard at it. And so one of the like questions that comes up in my head is like, how do you balance work life and like family life? I guess it's a pretty simple
Yeah.
question, but like, I mean, it seems pretty difficult, because I'm
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, right? She's long-term, committed relationship. Need to try to balance that, but also balance, right now I think it's harder because I got like a part-time job. I'm trying to make things happen right now. I'm kind of
Right.
a putting it together stage. So it seems like my time priority and organization skills are like still developing and need to be perfect right now. It seems like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think probably like with most people, it comes in waves. There are
Okay.
seasons of life that are way more challenging, and maybe that's on the personal side or that's on the work side. I'm pretty blessed now to be in a position that I've been able to build enough like infrastructure and strong leaders that everything's not dependent on me. So
Okay.
I can have my personal time.
Yeah.
When me and my wife were going up in trying to grind to get to where we are now, we were working like crazy. And
I bet.
it was tough. It was a challenge. The first couple of years of doing this were really difficult.
Yeah.
But we've gone through that storm, and now we're in
Yeah.
a place that we can kind of, harvest the field that we've been tending to this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice.
Oh, for sure. I
But
think,
my family will always be number one to me.
yeah.
Like work is important, and for me, I know I always have to balance like my personal drive and desire to be successful in the workforce and to want to climb the ranks as high as I can go
Yeah.
and achieve something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that. And I have
Yeah.
that deep drive,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm terrified of those stories you hear where like, okay, here's this super successful guy, but they were a horrible husband and father.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
Mhm.
I would hate to do that. At
Oh,
my
for sure.
deathbed, I wouldn't give two shits about the work side. I
Right.
want my family around me. I want my kids around me. So
Yeah.
that will always be number one to me. And yeah, it's keeping like knowing where my center is, and that's my wife and kids.
Yeah. That's
Helps
good.
me balance everything
see.
I do. It gets
'Cause
hard
you're
and
doing
it's
it for
busy.
them. Oh, I bet. It
Yeah,
gets hard.
everything is for them, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's definitely challenging at times. Like it's busy. It's
bet.
constantly go
I bet.
go.
Yeah, but I mean, I think chaos kind of equals clarity
Yeah.
in some sense. Like if you gotta have chaos to have that clarity, you know what I mean? You gotta
Totally.
go through it like to know what chaos is clarity. Yeah, there just is like so much go like, but I'm putting it upon myself, which I'm
Right.
chasing that purpose.
That's great,
'Cause-
man. You're out there hustling, trying
yeah,
to do things.
man.
That's
I'm
important.
trying. Yeah, it's the yearn for purpose and something, I guess, rewarding in some sense. Like,
Yeah.
so I can, because I really want to be able to like help the people around me as well. Like, so if I can have some kind of interesting like network to be able to like uplift those around me too, whether they're like an artist or something, like just a
Yeah.
painter or something like that. Like if they have the drive, like I want to be in the position to be willing to help them, like give them the opportunities that they would want.
Right.
Because I mean, so many people have done it for me, so it's like
Yeah.
like they're trying to help me out, and I'm
That's good.
like, yeah. So it only makes me want that more.
What's
But
that,
yeah, I went on a ride along with one of the police officers in Gresham overnight.
Oh, right. Hell
And,
yeah. That's great.
Yeah, and that almost shifted my whole like trajectory of life, because that was like
Really?
it was so much fun. It was overnight, and it wasn't like too action packed, but like I could see how like rewarding that type of job is.
Mhm.
And like it's very you're literally helping people around, like, oh yeah, here. But the thing that gets me is like, all right, you could go from and within 5 minutes of seeing a dead body to talking to a kid about wearing his helmet.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
it's such a interesting like
You are in the trenches with your community and seeing things on a different level that
Yeah.
most people don't see.
yeah, it was really interesting. I've
That's-
changed my whole perspective on.
Yeah.
I want to do I think we're gonna get on a podcast next and talk about it, because that was
Right on.
last weekend we did that, so it was.
That's great.
I'm still processing it, but it's really, I was like, man, I want to do this. This
That's
is cool.
cool.
But at the same time, I'm like, maybe I'm just like kind of infatuated with it right now because I just did that. Like, I don't know what the day-to-day life looks like.
That's a challenging life too.
For sure.
My dad was a police officer for most of my life.
Oh,
growing
really?
up. Yeah.
Where around here, or was it?
No, so I grew up in Newburgh. So
Okay.
he was a police officer there. Before then, we lived in Forest Grove, I lived there until I was like born, until I was 9.
Yeah.
He got on with the police force, and then he was chief of police in a little town called Gaston,
Okay.
outside of Forest Grove, and then he got on with Newburgh,
Mm-hmm.
and so we moved out there, and then he worked there for, oh gosh, probably 13 years, something like that. Did detective for a while and a couple other stuff within that space. And yeah, so a lot of
That's
experience in
crazy.
that realm. And
Did he like? Did he want you to become a police officer or anything? Like, what did?
no, I never felt like there was any pressure to follow in his
Okay, yeah.
footsteps or anything like
Yeah.
that. I thought about being a firefighter for a long time.
I could definitely see.
I
you
thought
as a
about that.
firefighter, yeah.
I was so lost on what I wanted to do with life.
I
I
bet,
had
yeah.
not the slightest clue on what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I had terrible grades in school. I didn't go to college. Well, I did like PCC for
Okay.
a
Yeah,
term
yeah.
and a half, and showed up to
What-
class like 6
Yeah, you're
times.
just
And
like,
I'm
nah,
like, yeah,
this is
cool.
not
I'm
it, yeah.
I'm done with that. So I had no clue what I wanted to do.
Yeah, you
with
had
life.
gauges. This is
Oh, God, come on, man. It was a
I'm
time
playing,
then,
I'm playing.
okay?
I thought about getting gauges. I had my ears pierced.
Yeah.
My dad was like, I'll probably, but,
Yeah, it was a time, man.
yeah, no, I bet. When did you realize you're like, all right, this is the path I'm on, and it seems successful? When was that? Or I guess when did you stop thinking about other things that you could do?
Stop pursuing other things.
Yeah.
A couple years into doing this job. So when I got started here, the only reason why I started working at Dutch was I had just started dating my wife at the time, and she worked
Oh.
there, and
Yeah.
she was cute, and I wanted to work with her. And I had, prior to that, I had worked at a car dealership.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I was a lot attendant. I was,
That's
cleaning cars, and
Yeah.
I would do like dealer trades,
Okay.
and I would have to print out directions because
so
they didn't have
funny.
like
Oh my
Google
gosh.
Maps and stuff then.
Yeah.
So I'm like map questing in my car, like
Yeah, yeah.
flip the page. Where am I going?
Yeah.
But anyways, I had quit that job because because I got my lip pierced, and
Oh my
the
God,
big
yeah.
boss called me in, and he's like, "Can't have that. You gotta take it out."
Dude, oh my gosh. And you're just rebellious.
Well,
You're
okay,
like,
so
fuck you.
let me give you some context.
All
The owner brought in this new GM, and he had pretty much eliminated the entire team, and there were some really good people there. So already I was skeptical. And then I go get my lip pierced, and he brings me in, and he tells me, "You gotta take it out." Blah blah. I'm like, "All right." They told me like, don't remove it for 2 weeks, and then I can take it out after that. Is it okay if I do that for 2 weeks, and then I'll take it out at work
Right.
afterwards? He's like, "Yep, totally fine." And then a couple hours later, he calls me and he's like, "Yep, nope, it needs to come out now." I'm like, "All right." So I took off my uniform and was like, "There you go, I'm done."
What drove that? Does it? You're just like, I need to be able to express myself, or I need to be able to like.
No, I think if it was after watching how they handled treating all these people and firing like the whole salesman team.
I see. You kind of were already.
I was already like, dude, this is weird. I had to drive a salesman home because they had like dealer cars that they would use, and I had to go take him to his house and drop him off with one of the company cars, and I'm like, dude, this is
Yeah.
fucked, man. Like,
Yeah.
I feel so bad for this dude that's trying to provide for his family, and I was 18 at the time. Like, I didn't know the big picture. I didn't know what kind of numbers they were doing, if they weren't producing, blah blah blah. But in my eyes, I'm like, these are good people.
Dang.
They didn't give them a shot at all. So it was just like the straw that broke the camel's
Yeah.
back. That I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? Like, you went against your word that you gave me a couple hours ago. Like,
Yeah.
screw you. I'm done, man.
Dang, so you've almost had a lip piercing for like half of your life, pretty much, right? Like pretty much.
No,
Wait,
I
so
had
18
that.
till
I only
30?
had that for a couple of years.
Okay, so it was gauges. So
Yeah, it was the gauges
when did
that
you get
I.
those? What age?
Gauges were done at 18.
Okay, so yeah, like almost half.
Yeah, took him out when I was.
You're
30.
just now passing like now, like the ratio of gauges
years
and not
without
gauges,
it.
Like yeah.
It started to
That's
balance
so
out.
funny.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
I had just started dating my wife at the time, and I had quit the job, so I needed work, and I got in
I see.
working alongside her. And
Dutch
then
Bros. Which one?
That was in Newburgh.
Oh wow, that was
Yeah, that was in Newburgh. We were working there together, and then I had spent time doing. I would work afternoon shifts at Dutch, and then I would go up to the like UPS hub on Swan Island, and I would load up their semi trucks on graveyard shifts.
Oh wow.
And did that for a while. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go, work my way to be a driver, and didn't want to do that after a while. It just took me a couple of years of trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
That's what my dad does. He's a truck driver.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
so
it's a great gig for sure. Nothing wrong with it, but
sure.
I wasn't drawn to that.
Yeah.
And then we kind of realized like, hey, we could make this happen.
Yeah.
We got to come up with, a lot of money and get some backers for it, but we like what we do here. So we sat down with our franchisee and kind of told him our game plan.
Did you ever have like, what would be like a dream job, I guess? Like if money didn't matter, I guess, like what would you be doing?
If money didn't matter, what would I be doing right now?
Because I would be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I'd be like an astronaut or something, because a lot of people say like something crazy like that, but going to space would be cool. But
I mean, I have a few things that I would love to do. I think it would be really cool to be like in the Forest Service, be like a park ranger or something.
Oh yeah.
Like that would be awesome. I love getting outside. I think it'd be cool to be spending most of my days doing that kind of stuff. Now I have no clue the intricacies of what they do.
Right, yeah.
And half the stuff is probably boring as all hell. But
Yeah.
the fantasy in my mind of what that could be, I'm like,
being out in
be
the
pretty
nature
bitchin', man.
of the forest and like
like
that seemed pretty cool.
Spending my days on Forest Service roads doing different stuff up in the woods would be fun.
Yeah.
But I would also the entrepreneur side of me, like I want to own some businesses, and I think it'd be cool to do some.
Do you think
different stuff?
that's still on the horizon?
Potentially, yeah. I don't think that I will be doing what I'm doing now.
I'm acting like you're 50 years old or something. Like you're literally like what? 30, you said 35.
36.
36.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm acting like you're like over the hill and you're done. Like, is this still on the horizon
in this
for you?
next
Are you
phase
done?
of life? You're entering the back
Retirement's
nine.
coming up on you, huh? Like,
No, I don't think I will be doing this until retirement age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what that looks like for you then. Because
I don't know.
I mean, it's still like the horizon seems pretty open. Like there's because I feel like this is it doesn't really, this job at least doesn't really lead anywhere else unless you wanted to do something else with Dutch,
there's
like,
more rungs to be climbed with inside the company. I don't know if I want to or not. But there's for sure potential there.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Like I've done this job for, in 2 years it'll be half of my life.
Wow. Yeah. That's kind of, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I like it, and there's a lot of people that don't stay in one job for a long time. So like, I take some pride in having done this for so long and having gone through, all the ranks. But also, I started when I was 19. Who knows what else is out there? Who knows what else I could be successful in or not be successful in? Like,
that's one of my thing. I'm like, I'm so scared of finding the wrong thing because there's so many out there.
Right.
It's like, that's why I'm trying to get out and do as many things as I can while I don't really have that responsibility. Like obviously I need a family at some point. Like that's kind of just a purpose that I have in life that I'm being pushed towards.
Yeah.
So for right now I need to be as active as I can active in general because you got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
We still got to do this push-up comp.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah,
hey.
we'll put it on camera.
No.
We'll put it on camera.
Dude, I haven't hit the gym and I got to stretch before that. But yeah, just be as active as I can with finding new things, like going on that ride along. That was pretty eye-opening and cool to see. I don't know if I'll pursue it or not. I mean, I'm not opposed to it right now, but like there is that fantasy, like you're saying with the forestry thing,
right?
Like of, oh my God, this could be so cool versus like the downside of it.
Yeah.
Like, like this guy I had met, some people know, I can't remember his name actually. He was young. He was like 24, 25.
Okay.
And I'd met him. He was a really cool officer, but he had like just gotten back from a trip from like a sabbatical because he had killed somebody. Right? Like, and so they're like, okay, we need to, he had like PTSD and all this stuff. And it was, when I met him and talked to him, I didn't know that. And I was like, afterwards, he's like, he just killed somebody actually, and he's recovering from it. And it's like, dude, that's crazy. It's so crazy. Like
that's heavy, man.
Yeah, it's a heavy job. I think that to be a police officer, you do need like that personality. You need to be able to talk to people, I think Dutch Bros is a perfect, like almost cut for that. You know what I mean? You're kind of finding pre-police officers, and a lot of people like,
you gotta have good people skills.
You
need to be able to de-escalate.
De-escalate.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of the
There's
confrontation.
whole courses on de-escalation on DBU. And
it's in there. It's in there, kids. Go find it.
Yeah, exactly. If you're watching this, you work at Dutch Bros. What are you doing watching this?
Yeah,
go do your course.
Go do your course.
I was worried because I told a few people we're doing this obviously, and they're like, "What are you only gonna talk about Dutch Bros the whole time?" And I'm like, no, it's not an ad. I'm not being sponsored by Dutch. Like, I'm talking to Austin Smith, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, Austin Smith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Is your middle name Lamar?
No, it's Lee.
Lee? What is Lamar?
It came from some buddies in high school.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, because that's your Instagram handle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, hold on. What is your name out here? Like,
who is this
who are
person?
You want to be a bunch of different things.
I'm not gonna be able to get any sort of like social media handle with the last name of Smith.
I see.
And not have it followed by 15 numbers.
Smith.
Like
that's
not gonna happen.
That's true.
So.
That's I didn't think about that. Yeah. Whereas my name is like, well, that's with Wilson. So like my last name Jordan Wilson is like that. I'm sure there's a lot of them out there, but like
totally
Day. That's my dad's last name. So my mom and my dad, they couldn't agree on a last name, and because they were like 16 when they had me, and they're like, all right, let's just hyphen it. So Wilson Day was the pick. Kind of like, unfortunately, like I would rather like not have to, because they're like, you should drop Wilson or you should drop Day. Like,
oh really? They still bugging you about that?
Yeah, they still bug me about that, and I'm like, honestly, you guys probably have created a new lineage. Like, I don't want to be responsible for that, because I'm going to disappoint somebody if I drop either one, right? Like, I've spent more time with the Wilson family, but Day is my dad's side. It's traditionally like, and it's a cool last name. Let's be real. Day is Day is cooler than Wilson.
Wilson's not bad. When you have kids, are they going to be Wilson Day?
I don't know. I'm still chewing on that one.
Dude, like I said, you started a new lineage. Like,
yeah, it could be Wilson Day, but I mean, it's pretty unique. Like, I'm the only one with Wilson Day, I guess, or like Jordan Wilson Day. That's my Instagram handle, right?
Yeah.
I didn't need to put a number after it. Like,
see, I would have to have Austin Smith 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly. Be all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. So I really don't know what's gonna, what the future holds for that. Have you ever had an employee that made you think, I'm too old for this shit?
So many times.
Yeah,
so many times.
If you have an example,
I don't know
if you can think of one off the top of your head, but like,
probably the most recent.
Probably me, honestly. I was expecting you to say me. It's like,
you for
what
sure.
am I doing right now? Like,
no, it keeps me young, but also makes me feel old at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Doing this podcast, or just in general working
working with, average age 20 years old. Like,
oh yeah. Because you can keep up with the culture and the lingo.
Yeah,
you're like, okay, I know what's going on.
For the most part, like, I still don't know the whole 6-7 thing that's going on. Yeah, I don't.
It's kind of dying off a little bit.
Okay, so but that was probably one of the latest things that I heard in one of the shops. I'm like, what is that?
It's a.
There's a lot of that stuff. No.
It's a
people
song.
have tried to explain it.
A song.
Okay,
and that's it.
They couldn't explain it at the time.
I don't think they wanted to. I think it's because it was kind of an inside joke that it's like, okay, what does that mean? And you're like, oh, you don't know. You're not a part of our inner circle club. And it's like, so I found that out by kind of guessing. Okay. So I was like, okay, what does that mean? And I was laughed at. And I was like, oh, I know what's going on here. I was like, all right. So I would start saying it. And people were like, what does that mean? And I'm like, you don't know. Because I don't know. Like,
you're just playing along.
Yeah, exactly.
That was probably the last example that made me feel that way. But I was able to use it because a couple days later
You used it?
Well, yeah. So I filled in coaching my oldest soccer team.
Yeah.
And we were doing a drill, and they all had numbers, and I would essentially throw out the ball and then call out 2 numbers, and they'd go compete for it. And I knew that they knew that trend. So halfway through, I gave them a 6-7 when I called out their numbers and got the reaction that I was looking for from the group. So it keeps me young in that aspect.
I see.
But it also makes me feel like a dinosaur.
Well, I mean, I I get it. I get like the 6'7" thing. It's funny. Like I was with it for a second.
Yeah.
Carrick he was with it for a second too. He still is. So like
He's way more in tune with that stuff.
yeah, I know.
Than I am.
You know what
He's getting up
trim?
there.
Have you heard
What?
that one? Trim?
Trim?
Yeah, TRIM. It's like-
Not in
like,
the
oh, that's
context that
trim,
you're
like-
saying.
Like oh that's trim.
Like
Like you just like point at some and you're just like that's trim. Have you heard it?
no. I mean, I
don't
know
know
trim, but to me, you saying
Let me
that
look up
in
the
that
exact
context, I'm
definition.
like, okay,
I don't know the exact definition. So
that would be
I'd
like
actually like to find out.
like
too.
something is on point. It's the way it should be. I think of trim
Ooh,
like
yeah.
you're trimming the fat on something. You're making it look
Yeah, yeah,
better. You're
okay.
refining it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like on point. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So hey,
You
I'm
are-
still
you're
young,
trim.
folks.
Yeah, you're
I got
trim.
it.
You're trim.
I'm trim.
So it can be used as a compliment.
Okay.
Trying
Well,
to
yeah, I
think.
get that in like the fitness aspect where
It
somebody's slimming down.
can also be used in a positive. It can refer to female genitalia, I guess sometimes.
Okay.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I thought it was a
So don't use that as a compliment for a lady, because that could
trim.
that
lady.
could go south.
Girl, that shit trim.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Like, excuse
yeah.
me.
Yeah, because I mean they probably don't even know what it means either. So you're like, come up with your own language out here. I don't know.
You always, every time I see you, you end up hitting me with like a random ass question,
Because
and so I always, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like preparing for whatever
you might have
got.
heard this from me because I've
Okay.
like I said, yeah, I've
Alright,
said
what do
I
you got?
might have said this. Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? Like if you had to pick, and it just is what it is, and it sucks, but like, what's better? I don't know. That
Oh
would
my God, dude,
which
that's-
one's more trim?
Which one's more trim, a gay son or a thought daughter?
Yeah. And thought meaning like, going and sleeping around us, what would
Will that just be a slut?
slut or,
Yeah. Or was that not? That's not what the kids are
that's-
calling
I don't
it
know.
now.
I feel like
It's-
that's a little bit dirtier. I feel like that's
how is?
thought daughter? I don't
I
know.
feel like thought
slut sounds
to
just-
me,
dude, that sounds
it's
like a wad of tissue, like moisturized kind of like, that's what I visualize when I hear the word slut.
yeah.
That's just, oh.
I feel like with
Some
thought would be the
unidentified
same
liquid.
thing, right? Or is
What,
the thought more like uh
thought,
like
maybe just
teasing than
I don't know.
actually?
Okay, let's say slut daughter. Oh, it's like back to
Yeah.
the program here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, if to me, I would pick. This might be controversial, but I mean, I guess the question is controversial itself. But
Yeah, that's
but what's my podcast without a couple of these zingers out here? You know, what I
Totally.
mean?
expected. Yeah.
And okay, so to me, I think I would rather have the, just that horny daughter. Like, because I would want my bloodline to continue. You know what I mean? Like,
The Wilson days.
yeah,
to
exactly. I want the
continue, yeah.
lineage to expand,
But I
Like,
mean, if
and-
she's a daughter, then she's not going to continue your last name.
yeah,
She's done.
maybe that's why I said bloodline.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, the bloodline would still go.
Yeah. And hey, there we go.
Yeah.
What about you?
Dude, I don't know, man. I have three
You have a
daughters. As a girl dad,
Yeah.
the thought of that is terrifying.
I know. That's why I wanted
like
to ask
that
you.
that will keep me up
Yes.
at night for sure.
Yes. And you're only a girl dad right now, right?
I'm only a girl dad. Yeah,
Do you want any sons?
I would have loved a son. Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're not done.
I don't know, man. I think we're done, but there's a big difference between be like, all right, cool. I think we're done, and actually doing something about it, and like fully closing the door.
Yeah.
Like that's a big difference. Yeah, I can
see
say,
what
hey,
you're
we're
saying.
done,
I see
but
what you're saying.
going and getting a procedure,
For
that's
sure.
that's different.
For sure. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
that's final.
Okay. So I think we'd probably agree. Unfortunately, would you say?
I don't. Yeah, I don't
Like
know. That's
do you want
tough.
your family to continue or not? Like
Yeah. I want my
the
bloodline.
right
my
values.
bloodline
Like,
to
it sucks because that just kind of means like whatever values that you instilled in her just didn't click, but
yeah.
at least you have grandchildren. Like
Right.
Because that's the big thing. I want to be a grandpa, right? I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I want to be a
I'm
grandpa.
gonna be a grandpa. of,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I don't
40
think
kids.
I would care too much if I had a gay son, but I
Yeah.
want like I'd still want to
Good
make
for
sure
you.
like our values and everything are on the same page
Yeah.
and we're in sync in that space.
Yeah. I think that's probably the most controversial. I don't think anyone wants their daughter to be sleeping around with like
No.
a ton of
Yeah.
guys.
Nobody
As
wants
a dad, I don't think they want that. I think the gay son is the controversial part of that. And my uncle is not homophobic. I don't think that you're homophobic either. I'm not homophobic either. I'm still honestly finding out what my sexual orientation is.
Shut
but-
the
no,
fuck
but-
up. No, you're
no, like I think it's different when it comes to like your own children though. Like it's like, you know what,
yeah.
if you want your family to grow, obviously there's adoption, but I'm saying like your bloodline to continue. And yeah, it just comes down to values and what you believe in. I just had to say that because, I get some haters sometimes.
Well,
So-
you might get some comments there.
Yeah. Hey, I know. And I'm open to them. Honestly, I like the open dialogue, the open discussion, it's healthy. I think it's needed, right?
Or yeah, definitely. As long as people aren't getting so worked up, man. Like
Yeah,
just have
because
a
also I'm not like,
conversation.
who am I to say? Who am I to judge, right? I'm like a 23-year-old kid with a podcast. Like that's all I have to offer. Like
You have
like
a
yeah, what do I?
platform, sir.
Yeah, I do have. I've
You have a platform and you're using it for
I
hate.
barely have a platform, dude. So I might as well just try
Everybody
things
starts
out here,
somewhere.
like, just
Everybody
try and-
starts somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like it to go somewhere, but hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Dude, keep on, man.
But yeah, I don't know. Would you ever start a podcast?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
You would?
Yeah.
It would be really cool.
I
would
don't know
watch it.
what I would want to like do it around.
I see. Yeah,
just
yeah.
open.
What niche? you
Yeah,
want?
open like
Open
this
discussions.
kind of style, open
Yeah, yeah.
discussion where we're just talking about whatever.
Kind of like a Joe Rogan type. Like, because I was thinking, like,
Yeah.
what's his niche? Because, I mean, he does talk about the same things that he's interested in, but
Mhm.
I mean, it goes so wide. Like, he doesn't have any boundaries really. It's kind of open.
Yeah, but
Same
but
with-
that's like that in of itself. Kind of that open dialogue is
And yeah, I see what you're saying.
a category.
That's
You
true.
know, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have some
for
that
sure.
are, hey, we're just talking politics here. Some that are just like,
yeah,
we're gonna interview,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
celebrities or whatever. Like, there's all sorts of different.
for sure.
kinds.
I've thought about the political route. I've thought about just strictly comedic, but I mean, then there's like philosophical and like all these different things that go in there, and like I love talking about it all.
yeah,
So I don't want to. It's hard because I don't want to limit myself to one type of category. Because people
Right.
like, oh, I have a podcast, and they're like, oh, what do you talk about? And I'm like,
I think
really
this
know,
is
like-
great. Just the
Yeah.
open conversation. It can go anywhere.
yeah,
So I think it's more so based off of just your natural ability
right,
to
yeah.
to sell
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
and to have that be enjoyable
Oh, for sure.
to the people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't think that like oh my god, I just had a thought and it just checked out, dude. This happens to me every once in a while.
You're good.
I'll
Yeah,
get
if
it
I did
back.
one, I don't know what I'd want to do it on. The only thing I've ever thought, I'm like, dude, in a different life, I would have loved to do like, I haven't really thought about it in podcast form,
Mhm.
but like YouTube form of like movie reviews.
Oh, I know
I'm a
some
big
people that have a
movie
movie
buff.
review podcast.
Okay,
and they
cool.
they have like a whole studio. It's really cool that they do
That's
this.
sweet.
I don't like. I love movies too. I haven't seen enough to really be like able to really, I guess, travel in that industry. I don't know.
Right, dive in.
I've seen the basics. Interstellar. Like you've seen Interstellar, right?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I am a big movie fan, and for some reason, you know how you just have certain things that stick in your memory
mhm,
and you don't even try.
mhm.
For me, movies is definitely one of those.
What's your top 3? Do you have a top 3?
I don't think I have a top 3 movie.
Can you do top 5? Like not in a particular order, just some that would be always in your rotation.
Gee, that's really tough, man.
I know it's a tough one. I think
'Cause I like them from all sorts of different
genres.
genres.
Yeah. It's okay. We can go to category then. Like
Okay.
okay, let's start with rom-com.
Ooh, rom-coms are fantastic.
Really? I
Love
didn't
some
think you'd have any.
rom-coms. No, my wife, she's not a big movie fan. but she
she'll
loves
sit down with
rom-com.
those, yeah.
She will sit down and
weird.
watch some rom-com. So your classics, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah. Okay.
Just Married was one that we watched a lot. Loved that movie a ton.
Have you seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Not a rom-com, but yes,
Oh my.
I have,
Okay. Let's see.
I have
Like, I
seen
don't.
that.
It's not a rom com, but I was just like a.
Yeah,
I was just
I've
seeing
seen
if
that.
it just made me think of it.
That's a great movie.
That's one of my favorites. That's a tearjerker.
But
That's
some of
what-
your classics, like your Forrest Gump, like that's a classic.
Oh
movie.
my gosh! So I
Who
just showed this
doesn't
to my
love
girlfriend
that?
for the first time last week.
Really?
Yes, she's like she hasn't seen a. You could. She hasn't seen The Dark Knight. She hasn't seen. I showed her Interstellar.
on.
I showed her Forrest Gump. I
Yeah.
showed her Eternal Sunshine. I showed her. I bet you she hasn't even seen Avengers 1. Like,
Come on.
I mean, it's not like a good movie, but like it's
Great movie, sir.
It's a good movie, but I'm saying like a something that it's kind of standalone. That's like not based off of something else. Like the Avengers is based off of the comics.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
it's kind of already like there's plenty of stories with it already.
That's hard because there are so many movies that you think they're standalone, but they're not. They're pulled off of a
Right. Or
different
like
source.
a book or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's a bajillion that
Oh, yeah, for
are
sure.
done
That's
off
true.
of books in particular.
That's true. Like Coraline is one of them. That's one that I didn't know.
Was that a book?
That was a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read that. Where we so it came out a long time ago, but I was in 5th or 6th grade when we read the book to it, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know there was a book. And
Huh.
I mean,
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I think like the book was pretty good too. I want to be more of a book type of guy,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Audiobooks count? I feel like it's just a podcast at that point.
That's tough. I don't think they count. I think you need to
Really? Yeah.
read
Yeah.
the physical book. I enjoy reading physical books. I don't even want to read it on a Kindle. I
Yeah,
like
I
the
hate Kindles.
feel of it.
Because it's
And
a physical.
it's a physical thing. I will base decisions off of that. I've had a book where I had to buy another copy because I didn't like how it feel. Partway through the book, I'm like, I need to change this up.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Interesting.
left of this thing. I
Right.
need to change
Yeah.
up the book I'm getting.
Yeah. Are you reading anything right now?
I am.
What is
Right now, I'm doing Jack Carr's Red Sky Morning.
it? Interesting.
So, have you seen the Terminal List on Prime Video?
I haven't.
It's a Chris Pratt show.
Oh, okay.
about
I've
the
heard of.
Navy
I've
SEAL
heard of it. I haven't
guys.
seen it though.
Yeah. So the guy that wrote the books for that, his name's Jack Carr, former
Okay.
SEAL, wrote the Terminal List, and there's, I think, 7 books now, and then he just wrote another one that's about the main character's dad.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like a prologue book or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm reading that right now.
Nice. What's it like? What's it entail? What's it about?
So it's about this main character named James Reese, who's a former Navy SEAL, kind of CIA contractor. And in this book right now, we have there's AI involved in it. So there's
interesting.
this like kind of race with AI, and there's one AI that's gone dormant and will only work with him. And then China is trying to take over Taiwan, and so they're setting stuff up, fake attacks on America to help
Right.
get this deal through, and then work this lady
Yeah.
into presidency. And then they're trying to kill the main character, James Reese, because he's the only one this AI will work with. So
Dang.
things are just
Okay.
starting to take off to where now.
So
he
it's
has
more
to
of
go
like
back on
there's a story
rampage.
to it. I was assuming it was going to be like some kind of like
Full story, yeah.
informational type of.
Yeah, I'm a big fiction fan.
I see. Okay, I see.
I've done a lot of nonfiction, but I get kind of tired with that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
I like
I can
fiction,
see that.
so.
I can see that. Yeah, I haven't been too much of a book person. It's like I'm not a breakfast person either, but I really want to like breakfast
Yeah.
foods. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
can't. I don't like pancakes. Like, but I force myself to have some eggs.
You don't like pancakes?
No, I don't like pancakes. No.
What?
Yeah,
You like waffles?
they're better than pancakes. Do you disagree with that?
Well, no, I think they're better. But you're like,
Oh, okay.
well, they're better. But
they're
they're fucking great.
Yeah, no, they are. I see the vision. You know what I mean? Like this, like I see it fully. You know, It
I'm
sounds
questioning
amazing.
everything about you now.
Well, okay. See, look, it comes from my my dislike of cake. So I don't
Okay.
like cake.
I'm not a big
I
fan
don't-
of cake either.
Okay, so I think like the
Yeah.
texture to me that texture of the pancake like kind of reminds me of that.
Okay, I can
So
see
I'm
that.
like, I don't like, I don't know. I can't get past it. Like, I love the syrup and the butter. Like, a stack of pancakes looks
Yeah.
amazing. Like,
But it's disappointing every time you take a bite
it really
of it.
is so disappointing to me.
I get that.
And maybe I just haven't had the right pancakes. You know, I've been to Elmer's, I've been to Denny's, I've been to IHOP.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Waffle House. Go
Yeah,
there next, I
Waffle
guess.
House. Yeah, so Waffle
I've
House
never
is
been
good.
to Waffle House.
I've been to Waffle. Have you been to Waffle Window?
No, what the fuck is that?
What?
What
They
is
have like
that?
the fried chicken on waffles.
Oh, I
Okay,
will
see, you get
mess
down with
up
that.
some
See, that's
chicken and
different.
waffles.
That's a different game.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
where I can get down with waffles. Screen Door in Portland.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's just a banger. Like, everyone
Yeah.
knows about that lives
I'm
around
not
here.
waiting in that line, but
Yeah, I always
I will
eat
eat that food.
DoorDash, dude. I'll DoorDash that. That's really. Are you a You're not a DoorDasher?
fucking no,
What?
that is so
Are you
lazy.
serious?
That is so
What if I have other
fucking
things I gotta
lazy.
do for the day?
Make yourself a fucking sandwich. You all right? Make yourself a
Well, I'm
sandwich.
providing other people's wages. Like, these people are, they're waiting for an order. I'm
No,
helping them out. I'm helping the economy out.
no, that is the. I'm not a big fan of fast food in general.
Okay, well,
and then you
not like-
throw in like
if I went-
DoorDash, like
If I DoorDash
let me
McDonald's,
just be a hermit and bring me my food to me, so I don't have to interact with the real
dude,
world anymore.
if I DoorDash McDonald's, totally right. I get that.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Yes.
Yeah.
Unless I'm on a Dutch Bros shift in like 6 a.m, I can't go anywhere. I got DoorDash is the only thing I rely on, dude. Okay, see that.
Yo, snag that muffin top.
See that only goes so far. You need protein. You need
Bring
you know
your
what I mean? Like,
breakfast
I
with
need-
you, folks.
Okay, yeah. Yes, I completely agree with you. If you're DoorDashing something like McDonald's, that's
Okay.
I don't know. And if you're consistently DoorDashing, I could see how that's a problem. If you
Feel-
every
see, I
once in
feel
a
like a
while,
lot
you know
of
what I mean?
people
It's
do.
like, yeah, for sure. But this is a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
The DoorDash every once in a while, you know.
So,
There's
but I
nothing
don't
wrong
think
with it.
people look at it as a guilty pleasure
They
once
look
in
at
a
it as
thing. They're like, well, I need to eat, and
Oh yeah.
I'm lazy. I don't want to do something. I'm gonna
Dude,
DoorDash.
yeah.
It's like, okay, well, how much more is that meal now that you have to pay that fee for it? And are you already bitching and moaning about your take home money, but yet
Yeah.
you're making decisions like that? Like,
yeah. It's
go buy yourself a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly.
way cheaper.
That'll go
It's
away.
a smarter decision to make.
Yeah.
It's healthier probably for you.
Yeah.
That's been another thing is like watching recently. I've been watching more of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know, like I'm trying to stay as active as I can. Like I kind of just generally play basketball just to stay active because it's a fun game. It's an easy way to get in the gym, you know. It's easy motivation.
Hey, I dunked the other day on Saturday, by the way.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. In boots too.
What height was the hoop?
I don't know,
Okay.
but it was short.
Okay. See,
I had to jump. Like I
okay,
had to try
okay.
hard.
Yeah. Maybe
But
like maybe 8 feet.
It was
maybe
not
8
a
feet. Was it
regulation hoop.
8, 7, 8 feet, 6, 7 feet.
No, I think it was a little taller than that.
See, look, now you're laughing at this. This is so good for you. This podcast is so good for you. See,
So you're watching what you're
I can-
eating.
Yeah, I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm getting in the gym as much as I can, but it's not like as consistent as I would like it to be. Just because I'm out, I'm busy, I'm doing my thing. Like
Right.
podcasts is actually a process behind it. If you don't have like editors with you or like people to help you set up, or like it took a second to set this up, and I mean like I had
Yeah.
a lot of help too.
So you got to go edit and everything afterwards.
So afterwards, yeah, I got to go edit this, and it's
Mhm.
gonna take, if not longer than the podcast is. It's just very time consuming. This is where AI comes in handy, though. This is what the
Okay,
the
I see. I
AI
thought this was your pitch for why DoorDash is okay.
Oh no! See, like
Like, nah.
maybe that was my point. I was just kind of yapping about this now. If let's say that you're successful though,
Mhm.
right? Then DoorDash is probably a little. I guess what you're saying, if it's a guilty pleasure, then yeah,
Yeah,
indulge,
anything
right?
like that is a guilty pleasure is fine. Look,
if it's a lifestyle.
if
though.
I'm leaving town, like if we go out of town and we take the kids with us, I'm gonna swing by McDonald's and get like McDonald's
for
breakfast in the
sure.
morning as a treat, just because it's
Mhm.
fun and enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it's
But I'm
a
not
good experience,
touching
yeah.
it any other time. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a time and a place for some of those things.
Yeah. What's
but
your
not to
McDonald's
live off
order?
them.
I'm curious. Not a breakfast. Let's go. I don't know their breakfast menu. Like I said, I'm not a breakfast person.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go lunch. Lunchtime McDonald's, man.
I
Order.
I don't know the last time I.
Are you
I
serious?
had
Wow, good for
anything
you.
like- I don't eat fast food.
At all? What would be
No.
your favorite fast
Well, I guess
food?
maybe like if you would you like Chick-fil-A.
Okay, there you go. That's a good day.
I've had some In-N-Out recently.
Oh my god.
But like
that is-
your old school like McDonald's,
dude,
you know, a
In-N-Out
Wendy's,
is my
a Burger
favorite.
King.
That
or
is the
something
best
like
fast
that.
food. In-N-Out is the greatest fast food place.
I've it's grown on me. I feel better
Did
about
you go
it.
to the one in
The fries still suck, but
the fries
burgers
do
are
suck.
good.
Do you get your burger animal style?
No.
Oh my god. I'm gonna change the game for you. If you get that burger animal, get that say double animal style. That
Yeah, there's-
made me fall in love with it.
yeah.
I was like, as soon as I tried that, I've been getting like 2 or 3 burgers at a time. Dude, this is why I gotta watch my weight.
I've had it recently. I was in Arizona a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
And got it late at night.
Yeah, yeah, see-
after being out having a
Man.
good time.
Yeah, yeah.
And
In-N-Out
it was a
is
one right
spot.
like by the ASU campus.
Okay. Yeah,
So
there you
one night it's like
So you
it's
get the-
midnight and it's me and 2 other, you know, middle-aged guys, and we're like in kind of formal
Those are white
attire.
guys, by the way.
What?
I said those are white guys, by the way. Just so you know.
No. One of them was Hispanic. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
okay. Oh yeah, for in Arizona.
Okay, give him his flowers.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
And we're In-N-Out, and it's full of nothing but college-age kids just going bananas.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
the same one in Kaiser by Salem. It's the same
Yeah.
one by Richfield, I think. I haven't been to the one at Richfield recently, but the one in Kaiser is usually my go-to. I mean, it's like a 45-minute drive from where I live. So
Well, I did swing by there. My in-laws they live in Dallas, right outside of
Oh,
Salem. And so when we pass down
Yeah.
there every once in a
dude,
while, we'll
it's
snag it
so
for the
worth
kids.
it. They use good ingredients. I was looking at their ingredients.
Yeah, it's not terrible,
switched.
yeah.
They've switched a lot to, they're probably one of the healthier burgers if you're not getting it in animal style.
Yeah.
Because animal style is just extra sauce, extra cheese, and all. Like it just kind of,
Yeah, and all
it kind of
that
just
artery clogging
Exactly,
goodness.
Exactly,
Oh.
dude. It's so
Yeah.
good. But I think they're so good because they don't have much on the menu. So it's like they have a lot to hone
No,
in on.
I am I'm definitely blown away by their consistency
Yeah.
in that space, and just the machine that is
Yeah.
working inside of
Kind of
there
what McDonald's should
is
have been
really
now,
impressive.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going back to the
Yeah.
founder, like that original kind of setup they had with everything.
Yeah.
In-N-Out's doing that at
It's-
a much higher level
Yeah.
now.
I wonder
It's impressive.
was In-N-Out was probably obviously inspired by McDonald's, but I wonder if that was their biggest inspiration.
That piece of it,
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah,
let's
maybe,
try and
'cause
systemize this.
Their system in the kitchen is crazy. Like
Yeah.
if you go into In-N-Out, like there's like 50 workers in there, like
Yeah.
doing something.
There's somebody just smashing the potatoes into
Yeah,
fries
yeah, and it's like
constantly.
they're all like so focused too, and
Yeah.
they're just like just doing their thing. You're like, how do you even know what you're doing in there? It's like it's crazy.
Very
It's- yeah,
impressive.
it is. It's for sure impressive. Whoever the people were that kind of sat down and figured that out.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's something crazy. I've thought about like working at In-N-Out. I was like, man, that would be just to get some free food. Like,
Yeah.
oh, gosh, I wish that we had like food here
Mhm.
at our stands up. Like some Dutch Bros stands have
Hot
like
food.
hot food and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And if we had hot food, I think that this would be my entire diet. Like, I don't think I would need anything else. Like, but the problem is we don't. So it's like just a muffin top and
Eventually,
That's
you
it.
get sick of that, though.
The
When I
Muffin
was 16, I worked at Burgerville, and I for sure got to a point that I'm like, I can't eat that for
yeah,
a very
Burgerville.
long time afterwards.
Dang, dude, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Burgerville is pretty good. I that's another one I don't go to very often, but when I do, it's I'm getting like 2-3 burgers off that menu, dude. Like,
It's
They're-
good food, but
yeah, they got some good. They got good ingredients there too. Yeah.
yeah, they do things pretty well there.
Yeah, it's expensive though. I feel like for a fast food place, they're pretty
Yeah, I think
pricey.
they've
gone
what
up at
hasn't
least, I don't
gotten
know.
pricey, man.
Huh?
And what hasn't gotten pricey?
What
What happens to the McDonald's dollar menu?
But lower in quality though. So it's like, what are
Yeah.
you even buying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what really hasn't gone up in pricing. I don't know.
Even the Dollar Tree's gone up. It's $1.25 now.
Yeah, Yo Mom hasn't gone up in pricing. No, I'm playing.
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
You had to get one in, didn't
Just
you? Jordan?
workshopping. Just workshopping.
Uh-huh.
No. Man, I don't know. You got anything else you want to talk about? You got anything to write down?
No, I didn't.
We can keep going. We can go with the flow.
didn't-
But
I didn't bring anything up.
Man.
Yeah, no, we're good to wrap things up.
Good
I
to
got a
wrap
couple
things up.
I
Well,
gotta do.
man, thank you so much for doing this. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Hopefully, we can do another one. Like,
Dude, thanks for
give
having me
it- give
on.
it a-
This was
you know,
a good time.
I
I'm
had
down
a
for
lot of
doing it
fun.
again.
I appreciate this. Well, I gotta
Yeah.
shake your hand now. We gotta get one for the, one for the camera to maybe the thumbnail, whatever. Yes, sir. And that's a wrap.